checking in with head football coach Rob Ambrose after the Tigers' last competition Friday. Coach, overall, what was the biggest difference between this year's competition Friday than the last few?
This one was all about mental toughness, complete and utter mental toughness. And when the highlight video comes out on this one, it'll be a little surprising of what we did, how we did, and it was challenging. Let's put it that way.
Since today was the last one this morning, do you feel like you pushed them a little bit harder today?
Yes. And I'm going to say that they felt like they were pushed a little bit harder today. There's a lot of guys that are first-year guys. That this is something, the Gauntlet, the gut check Gauntlet is something that we did a couple years ago, and then we just kind of put it on the shelf and decided that considering the way things have gone in the preseason workouts, we're gonna bring that back. And it was met with reverence by the guys that have done it before, a little bit of fear by the guys that had never done it, and the point was certainly made.
Now, define competition for us. As you know, as someone that hears that, we would think someone wins. Does someone win this, or is it a team type thing?
Everything we do is for points. Everything in the spring is for points, good and bad. Yeah, class attendance, weight room, social stuff, charity work. You can gain points for your small team. And it's funny that last night we had a dinner for 8 guys who actually won the points from last fall. So we sat them down and fed them a really nice steak and chicken. It was pretty impressive. So the winner of this in the spring gets to do that. But everything counts. Well, this competition meant more than anything. This was a gut check. This is about mental toughness. We put that above almost anything else. So the points for normal stuff is 10, 15, 20. This was a 200-point win. And the matchups were made by even matchups. 2 guys that are best suited to compete against each other, to challenge each other. Best man wins.
Okay, now do we know who won the competition yet?
Yes. Well, no, for the teams themselves, they won't be posted until after spring. There's still opportunities to gain and lose points along the way with class attendance and good or bad progress reports, and we do a ton of charity work. Guys are doing it over spring break, so there's still a chance to gain points, and it goes to the end. It's a race.
Now, waking up at 4 o'clock, do you think the guys have gotten used to that? I know you said 2 weeks ago that they weren't, they're still getting used to it. How are they doing with it now?
Oh, I think they're pretty well acclimated for the most part. And the sad part is, and I remember being a college student, some of them will go on spring break, and when your body's used to waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're going to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I guarantee all the normal people will still be sleeping.
Now let's talk spring ball, Tiger spring ball. What is the difference between Tiger spring ball than regular spring ball?
Well, I'd say how we do what we do versus everybody else is a little bit different. I don't know anybody else that's really practicing at 5:15 in the morning in full pads hitting each other. So we get a chance to beat on each other a little earlier than most people. And then this year will be a little bit different in how we build towards our spring game, Tiger Bowl 2, and that we'll practice 5 times in the first 7 days, which is something we've never done before. And then the build-up for the spring game and the gala that comes right before it's going to be pretty impressive.